Are you a freelancer with a neat set of skills? Do you want to ensure that your skills are being put to the best use? Well, you've reached the right place for that. Welcome to Money Time, where I talk about all the different ways to earn and manage your finances, especially during these tricky times. Today's video is going to focus on Upwork proposals and how you can use yours to win over clients. As a freelancer, you might be finding it really tough and competitive out there. You've got the skills, but do you have trouble in finding people who are willing to hire you for their projects? Do you need to keep looking for clients? It can get very difficult at times, and I am here to help you out with these situations. If you are new here, then make sure you click the subscribe button, and watch till the end of this video for some really helpful tips that will surely help you find work in the online marketplace. If you are a freelancer who is actively looking for projects and jobs, then you have probably heard about Upwork. If you haven't, then here are some statistics. Upwork is an online workplace that claims to be the largest work marketplace in the world, generating around $2.52 billion per year in gross services volume. While most of its revenue comes from America, the contributions of international freelancers have been slowly increasing year after year. As a matter of fact, India and the Philippines make up the two biggest markets for freelancers outside of America. The members coming in from other parts of the world are steadily increasing year after year. So, even if you do not have a billing address in the US and want to make money on Upwork, you don't need to worry. There are lots of employers out there looking to hire freelancers like you for their projects. The best part about Upwork is that it solves a lot of problems for freelancers. You can search for clients based on your skills, and you can preset deadlines and budgets before you agree to work together. Another great advantage is that Upwork offers you payment protection, so that you don't have to worry about getting conned or scammed by fake companies and agencies. Of course, they take a commission of 20% from your earnings, but if you're fine with that, then you can stand to earn good and regular income in exchange for your skills. I personally recommend that you give it a go because there are lots of self-employed professionals who genuinely earn thousands of dollars every month from Upwork alone. Upwork earned over $226 million from freelancer commissions last year. So, there is no arguing with the statistics. You can add a reliable stream of income if you get yourself on their website. But it is important to know that just by being available on Upwork does not mean that you are likely to get hired for every job you apply to. There are millions of freelancers around the world competing with you, so you will need to stand out from the crowd and catch the attention of your targets. How can you do that? One of the ways is by writing a winning proposal. You can make or break a project based on just your proposal, and I am here to share the most helpful tips that will teach you the essentials of writing an attractive proposal. Let's begin. Writing a proposal is like writing a cover letter for a job you are applying to, only in this case, you are doing it for a freelance project. Now, usually what most freelancers do is that they create a uniform template, and just change a few details here and there before submitting their proposals to the clients. While this may work for some clients, it is advisable to develop your own style for writing your proposals so that you can stand out to your client and show your strengths and skills in the best way possible. How can you do that? Well, there are a number of different ways, but let's have a look at what Upwork says first. They say that the structure is the most important part of writing a successful proposal. The structure must contain 5 important sections. You need to start off with a quick introduction followed by an understanding of the job description. This adds a personal touch to the message and lets the client know that you are not copying and pasting a general template. It makes them feel good that you have actually taken the time to go through their job description. Follow it up with a clear statement that tells the client that you know how to complete the job and you can start on it immediately. It is important for you to also let them know your level of expertise. You can talk about your work experience and mention your availability too. Clients love a freelancer who can start immediately. Add 2 or 3 sentences that justify why you are the best fit for the job. This is where you sell yourself to the client. If you are able to highlight your most relevant work experience, or mention anything about the project that interests you in particular, then you are highlighting a connection between you and the project. It will make you appear more authentic rather than just someone who is looking to get paid for their work. You should also include a short paragraph that will show your approach towards the project and how you intend to complete it. This is important, but you need to be careful here. You can mention your process and timeline, but don't give them any extra details on how you can complete the task. For example, if you are a designer, then you can talk about your research process and the time of day that you are most active. But don't give them unnecessary details like the software you use, or who your favorite artist is unless the job description specifically asks for such information. Lastly, always make sure that you include attachments of relevant work samples. It is absolutely important to attach these samples because it will give the client more confidence in your abilities. It is highly preferred if you attach samples that are most relevant to the job that you are applying to. You can also attach links to your portfolios if the client is looking for long-term collaboration. This will give them an idea about your range of skills. But you must be careful not to give away too much. For example, if you are a ghostwriter, then you must take care to hide the name of the employers who have made you sign non-disclosure agreements. If your work is unpublished or still in progress, then do not share more than 1 or 2 chapters. This will protect your confidentiality and prevent anyone from stealing your ideas. One of Upwork's top-rated freelancers shared a very useful tip. She said, "One trick is to look at the feedback on the client's Upwork profile. When applying, other freelancers will call them by their first name in the feedback. This lets me start my application with their name. By doing this, I leave the client wondering how I know their name, which draws them to my profile to see if they know me. It also shows that I am very interested in the job and collaborating with them. I paid attention to their job description and looked even further." Finally, it makes the application more personal. There are some other tips offered on their website that I thought were important and should be shared with you guys. Add an introductory video on your profile. This can help as a reference if you mention it in your proposal. Rather than just answering questions, try asking some too. This highlights your interest and understanding of the project. Mention past results. Don't be shy to talk about your success. Confidence gives you a strong advantage, especially if you are backing it with proof. Alright, so I've spoken about the tips that Upwork has offered on writing proposals on their platform. Now, I'll add some tips that I had come up with after doing my own research, and talking to multiple freelancers who are active on Upwork. First of all, please read the full job description carefully. Yes, I know this one sounds very obvious, but you will be surprised to find out how many freelancers have missed out on easy jobs, just because they didn't pay enough attention while reading the job descriptions. Sometimes, they can be long and detailed, so you can pick up on something in between the lines and use it to your advantage. Clients are also known to add words and phrases that you must mention in your proposals, otherwise they won't even consider you. This is done to filter out applicants. Think of it like a reading test before you start planning out your structure. When you are attaching samples, try to use work references from Upwork itself. While I do suggest that you should always add relevant work experience, I also recommend that you add experience from other clients on Upwork. This way, the client can check the feedback they have provided on your work, and will feel more confident about your efficiency. Keep your proposal short and simple, within 300 to 500 words. Try not to exceed this word limit because it becomes too much for the client to read through. Make it a point to reply as fast as you can. Download the app and enable notifications so that you can check whenever anyone responds to your proposals. Everyone likes a quick text back. Don't keep your clients waiting for more than 8 to 10 hours after they have answered your proposal, even if they take days to respond. It will mostly be considered as rude or unprofessional. Take the liberty to go through the client's job history. You can check out their Upwork profiles to get an idea of what budgets they use, or the number of freelancers they have previously hired. This information will help you while writing your proposal. Most importantly, don't stress about unanswered proposals. Sometimes you'll get a response and sometimes you won't. It's all a part of the process, so don't worry about it. Just remain calm and relaxed and you will surely find clients who will be interested in your work. And there you go, guys. These were the best tricks I could find for you to write attractive proposals on Upwork. Do you agree with these tips? Let me know in the comments if you have anything else that can help freelancers on Upwork. If you liked this video, then please give a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel for regular content. You can also let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video like this for another freelance website. I'll see you next time.